Welcome to Zelda Universe, it's Zelda time! Hey guys, this is This Week in Zelda News. I'm your host Bastion, editor for the front page of Zelda Universe, but let's get to those top stories. So first of all, we had a big contest over on our website, Zelda Universe, and in that contest, the participants had the chance to win one of 15-Bit Gamer's awesome Sheikah Zelda hoodies. It's called the Wisdom Hoodie, and it has the Sheikah symbol on it and Triforce on the sleeve. Really awesome. The contest is over, and we had a huge outpouring of entries, and it ended on Friday. It took me until today, I think, to actually read through all 674 of those entries. Some people over at Zelda Universe and we've been kind of trying to pick a winner along with 15-Bit Gamer, so we'll have the results for that contest up very soon. Our next piece of news concerns a trailer that a Canadian animator made. His name is Joel Furtado, and it's not a trailer for a fan game, although that's kind of what it looks like. Really, what it looks like is a trailer for an actual, factual Wii U game, which is sort of what he's presenting it as. It's a what-if sort of trailer, and so he was kind of wondering, what if Nintendo took the Wind Waker and did a sequel to that in some sort of manner, artistically, and made it for the Wii U, and it turned out breathtaking. I mean, when I saw this trailer, I was like, I don't even care what Nintendo is doing right now. I want this game to be made, and I want to play this game. It's just so good looking. A lot of people in the comments on our news post about it were like, well, there already are 2 sequels to Wind Waker, which is true, but I mean, this would be like a console sort of sequel, so it would revert back to the regular style instead of that overhead version that they did for Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, which was really good, don't get me wrong, I really like that, but I'd really love to play another traditional 3D Zelda game, but with the style of Wind Waker's graphics, but updated to HD Wii U quality. It would be so sweet. So my hope is Nintendo sees how popular this idea is and thinks, well, maybe we could actually do something like that for the Wii U or the 3DS. And our next bit of news concerns the Wii U. The president of Nintendo released a statement saying, yes, we've been promising all along it was going to be out in 2012, and guess what? It really is going to be. We plan on releasing it this holiday season. So, hope you have your money saved up. Still no price yet that we know of. Those kind of details are sure to come in this E3 coming up in June, as far as a specific release date and then what the pricing will be. But Nintendo is probably aware of some missteps that they did with the 3DS, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's relatively inexpensive. Stay tuned to Zelda Universe around the E3 time. Also, concerning the Wii U, there are some rumors circulating that Nintendo is not quite so happy with the name Wii U and are potentially going to change it. Now, the reason for this is, even though it is kind of a successor to the Wii, it's a completely different thing altogether. It's not just a graphical upgrade, but it has this whole new gameplay aspect with the tablet controller. We still don't know what that's going to be called. But I think that they're worried that a lot of people thought that the 3DS was just the DS, but now it can do 3D graphics, not realizing all of the other capabilities of it. But if you have something that has the exact title, but with a slight change, chances are people aren't going to realize that it's a completely different thing. So I think that if this rumor is true and they are considering renaming it, I think that's a really wise move, because a lot of people already have a Wii, and they might think, well, what do we need a Wii U for? It's just this extra tablet. Can't we just buy this extra tablet and use it? Or, they might not understand that it's a completely different console. So even if the rumor's not true, I hope that Nintendo pays attention to this rumor and thinks, well, maybe we should actually change it. And our final story, well, our second to final story, is also concerning the Wii U, which is that while they were releasing a lot of new info about it at their financial briefing recently, Miyamoto stepped in for a moment to talk about how, yes, it's going to provide a completely different experience from what the Wii was providing, and yes, the graphical power of it is going to be substantially stronger than the Wii was, but that will, even though they've traditionally shied away from making comments on the graphical prowess of their games, he said something along the lines of that the graphical opportunities were going to be very important for games such as Zelda Wii U. So it's interesting to hear that he's actually commenting on the graphical abilities of it in connection with Zelda. We already know that of course it's going to look a lot better than Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword because it's going to be in HD, but it's nice to know that Nintendo, Miyamoto specifically, are considering how they can push Zelda graphically into this next generation. So that's pretty exciting. And if it does look anything like that fan trailer game thing, that looks sweet. I'm all for it. But then again, if it also looks more like the technical experience demo of the Zelda HD thing, I'm all for that too. I like either style. And this has been This Week in Zelda News. Be sure to check out the mailbag next week. I believe it's hosted by Lazi, so it should be pretty awesome. And see you next week. But stay tuned to Zelda within the next week or so, because we might just have another pretty awesome contest coming up.